What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing whether or not this game is truly important for either the Bulls or the New York Knicks. It could be important for one team and not important for the other. Both of them might not feel that like this game is important. Maybe both teams feel like this game is important. But I feel like this is the right video to make. It's very easy to do an injury report, but it's difficult in the sense that we don't know which team's going to be out there for the Knicks and for the Bulls. The Knicks might decide to rest people in this game. The Bulls will most likely rest people in this game. So it's hard to put an injury report out there if you just truly don't know what's going on. And I could, make a Bulls weekly as well, but I feel like that's completely worthless in the sense that there's only one game left in the season. Why would I make a Bulls weekly episode for one game? So that's something I'm not necessarily looking forward to either. I don't think I want to make a video on that. So we'll do this one. Is this game important for the Bulls and for the Knicks? Let's talk about it in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls and their chances to win this game against the Knicks, and how important is this game against the Knicks. So those are things to keep in mind. Without further ado, let's get right into it, ladies and gentlemen. We'll talk about the Knicks first. Why is this game so important for the New York Knicks? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory. Right now, if you look at the Eastern Conference standings, the Bucks have a 49-32 record, but right behind them is the New York Knicks with a 49-32 record. Very similar records, but very, very similar, different, my apologies, I guess, form in this recent stretch. The Bucks have been losing a lot of games recently, and the Knicks could be climbing the table and looking to secure the second seed. Now, with that being said, I know there are a lot of people out there that are suggesting that the Bucks are losing on purpose so they can fall away and not face Philadelphia in the first round of the NBA playoffs. And look, here's what I'll say to that. Obviously, we don't know. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Bucks are doing this deliberately or not. But let's just say, hypothetically, they are losing on purpose to fall away from the second seed, go to the third seed, so they can avoid Philadelphia. I understand that people might not want to face Philadelphia in the first round. But look, recently, obviously, the Joel Embiid injury, there's another one. That sucks to see. I don't necessarily know the updates on that, but hopefully he'll be available to play in the playoffs because you want to see the best players in the best atmospheres and in the best competitions, and that is the NBA playoffs. Of course, I want to see Joel Embiid there. But if, let's just say, he's healthy and the 76ers are healthy, I can understand not wanting to face Philadelphia. But I don't necessarily like the attitude, assuming they're doing this on purpose. Again, I do not know. But if the Bucks were losing on purpose to fall to the third seed, I think that's a stinky attitude, to be honest. I think that's a poor representation of your team and the confidence that you have in your team. And I definitely don't think a team that would do that deliberately is a team that's going to win a championship. I really, really don't. My mindset is, and this is just my assumption of things, if you're a good enough team and you're confident in your team that you can walk out and win a championship this season, it will not matter who you face. It won't matter if it's Philadelphia or the Miami Heat. It will not matter if it's the Boston Celtics eventually. Or heck, if you're Boston, it doesn't matter for anyone. Whatever the case may be, if you truly feel confident in yourselves, you would not be afraid to face any team in the Eastern Conference or the Western Conference. It is as simple as that. That's what championship teams have to go through anyway. Whether you face them later or you face them sooner, you will verse the best eventually. And that is going to be difficult regardless of where it is. So I don't like that attitude. And the one thing I could talk about from the Knicks standpoint is I don't see that attitude with the Knicks. I see a team looking to prove themselves. And I do think they're going to take this game seriously. And I do think they're going to play a good chunk of their starting lineup to secure that win and leave it up to the Bucks to whether or not they will fall to the third seed or whether or not they will go to the second seed. That's going to be as simple as it gets in my eyes. And we'll see what the Bucks do as well. If the Joel Embiid injury is really not a big thing for them and they will verse Philadelphia without him, they might have to win this game against Orlando. If they are scared of the Philadelphia 76ers, maybe they lose on purpose. I don't know. But that's all an assumption. I don't want to say the Bucks are losing on purpose because I don't know. And I'm going to refuse to say whether I think they are or not. Because I don't think that's very respectful at all. But it's a hypothetical. Because that's what people are saying around the league. It's hypothetical. I definitely don't necessarily think it's true. I just think they're losing. And they have to figure it out before the playoffs. Otherwise, they're in really big trouble. That's what I think. Now let's turn to the Bulls. Is this game truly serious for the Bulls? Can we take this game seriously? Well, let's be honest. We don't have much to play for. We're the 9th seed and we're going to stay the 9th seed. We do have home court advantage in that first game in the play-in tournament. That's not going to change regardless of the results. We might not play our best lineup out there. That's definitely not going to... That will definitely change the result. Maybe the Knicks will have favoritism in that game, or they'll be likely to win that game. But I do think there's an element of importance behind this game. And there's one thing I'm going to talk about here, and that is confidence. Confidence can drag any team down or boost any team up. You're low on confidence, let's be honest, you don't win championships if you're low on confidence. It's as simple as that. You have to be confident. You have to be, in it to win it, I guess you could say, mentally and physically. And for the Bulls, I'm not saying we're going to win a championship, because let's be honest, that's not happening either. But what I will say is, if you feel like there's a good chance that you can get out of the play-in tournament, you need to have the confidence to do so. This game against the Knicks, if you can compete, win, and show your true quality in that game, that could give you confidence heading into a big game against Atlanta. And Atlanta would probably feel the same way. If they bring some confidence, Trae Young gets some confidence, their entire team gets some confidence in themselves, they could feel really, really good heading into this game against the Bulls in enemy territory. So I think confidence will play a big factor in this. And that could go for the starters, it could go for the bench. And that's why I really like to see our bench play a little bit more, because our bench quality is not good. No disrespect to our bench intended, but I think the stats will back me up here. We don't have great quality off of our bench. Our bench depth is not producing. So giving them some element of confidence, so when it comes to the big game, they can knock on the door and be ready to play, that could be something that's very valuable to the Bulls. And that is something that we can take seriously. So it might not be serious in regards of the outcome means anything. Maybe the outcome means nothing for the Bulls. I really believe that could be the case. But confidence can be a very, very important thing in the world of sports. And the second you lose confidence is the second you'll lose the game. So we're going to make sure that our confidence levels are sky high against Atlanta. You have to go into that game and believing that you're going to win, believing that you can win, and believing you could be the difference maker in the win as well. If we could see some of these Bulls players have that approach, we might not only see a good game against the Knicks, but we might see a win against the Hawks. Because let's be honest, in home court, I don't want the Bulls to lose that first game against Atlanta. Maybe the second game, if you don't want to see them in the playoffs, I know a lot of people don't. But that first game at home, I want to see competitiveness. I want to see a fight. I want to see the Bulls fans with it screaming with bundles of energy. And I want to see playoff atmosphere. That's what I want out of that first game. And I want us to win it in front of our home fans. And then we'll have to live with the result after that, of course. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Drop a like and a follow and or subscribe if you are new. I will most likely not be doing a watch along against the Knicks. I apologize. Circumstances are still the same. So until things change, I'm probably going to be just relaxing for a little bit and taking my mind off of basketball. But still, I could talk about it for 8 to 10 minutes. I don't think I can compose myself for 2 hours and do it. So that's why I'm not doing a watch along. Have a wonderful and safe day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care, and peace.